And here from 58 Degree, and welcome back to the Golf Club 2019. A little bit of a different stream tonight. Let's just have a quick look. We are currently online. I was struggling with the online thing a little bit earlier, and that's probably why the stream went on and then went on, went off, and now it's back on again. So hopefully this is working. I just want to make sure. I can't actually see that this is working online, so just bear with me for a second, guys, while I get this up and running, making sure that it is all running correctly. So let's just have a quick look. Looks like there's a few people commenting in the chat, so that's a good sign. Yeah, there we go. We've got some people in the chat now. So I would imagine everything is working correctly. Still not seeing it my side, so just bear with me for a second, guys. I think I'm seeing it now. There we go. 0 games for me. Welcome along. Michael Peters Eben. Welcome along. Leon T. Ronald Carr. Boxer Dog. Andy. How are you doing? Phil. I would imagine you mean I shall be on soon there, Phil. But you must be typing very quickly. I do that myself when I'm typing inside the chat. So I'm going to wait for a few people to join in before I actually announce what's happening this evening. Steel Bean, welcome to the stream. I'm actually going to jump into a society round, just so, not to get it out the way because that sounds terrible, but I haven't actually played this week's society. There's that really dodgy colour in the background again. It just takes a while for it to actually sort itself out. Keith Dunn, Paula Creamer. They are all in the stream, in the chat. So let's just go TGCA. Can you see that strange colour I've got going on in the background there, which is really, really strange. All right, so there is the results from the last tournament. Well, you can see that I haven't been back in here because that's only just come up on my screen. Jakey Bakey and Martin's in, so welcome along. 22 people watching now. I'm going to give it a few more minutes. I am going to mention what's happening tonight in a few minutes, and but I'm going to wait for Lee and Phil to come in. I'll probably wait for Phil to come in. He's probably going to jump in first, and then he's going to go through something with you guys, just give you a bit more information, and then I'm going to wait for Lee to come on, and then I've also got some extra sort of, how can I say, a little special announcement that I want to throw out there, and that will then probably come towards the end of the live stream. But let's jump in here. So Keith Dunn, all right, so got a few names in there that I recognise, which is really nice. Bart Hamilton's jumped in now, Anthony Gregory, 3G Division, David Forward, Connor Bodman, all names that I recognise from Lee's Facebook page and from comments on the channel, and you know, it's just it's quite nice that it is very it's very community based, this society, and it is really nice to see that people are really investing time and effort in the society, and myself, Lee and Phil, and now Martin as an admin as well, we all very much appreciate the support. All right, 2K6 Benny's jumped in now as well. So there is a lot of people in here. We've got 28 people in already. 2 likes already on the board. I'm sure Martin will do his usual shout out for likes, as always. All right, let's get this round going. I mean, as I say, it's not that I'm killing some time. It's not that I don't want to play these society events. They are pre-season. They're a nice little bit of fun. Get to see how people are doing, new people to the game. I was watching Spud earlier on a stream and see how he's getting on. He's fairly new. I know Phil's been giving him some hints and some tips. I can't play. I'm on PC, but thoroughly enjoy the streams. Thank you, Bart. Yeah, so I know there are some newbies in here, or there's some newbies that actually watch. Oh, look at that. We've actually got some crowds in the grandstand here. All right, let's get this round underway. Got 4 hybrid in hand. I don't think so, do you? Ocean of Memories. I think I've played this course in the offline career, but I can't for the life of me remember it at all. That's not a great start. Oh, very slow. It's going to run along the cart path. 304 yards. Is it going to be out of bounds? No, luckily enough, not. Alright, so we are on the cart path. This is not the best start to the round. 92 to 99. That's a better strike. I don't think it's going to get over that hump. I think that's going to come back off the green. Yeah, I'm going to speed that up because that's going to roll back off the green. Alright, 20 yards. Now this is where I've been struggling a little bit, is with the flop shot, so I need to get as much practice as I can. That is bang on the yardage. See, we had a slow there, which is going to push that right, but hopefully I should be able to get this this putt in for par. I have seen some people have posted their scores on the Facebook page, and there are some really good scores out there, so managed to get that in for the par. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. Keith Dunn, 9 under through 11 holes, so Keith is definitely up there. Andy, Boxer Dog, he's in the stream right now. Stephen, Bay Area winners, Venonymous Gamer, Venonymous. Steel Bean, he's in the stream right now. 4 under through 7, so some really, really good scores in there already. Alright, 35 people in the stream. I think I might get away with that. Yeah, just got away with that. Not swinging very well at the moment. Michael's saying I just posted on Lee's Facebook page that you're live. Yeah, I did put a post up about an hour ago to say that I was going to be live at 8:30, so hopefully people saw that. That's another slow. I need to just get the slows ironed out. A little bit slow at the moment. It's not really affecting me too much because I'm still within that nice thin blue stripe in the middle of the swing meter. Alright, 17 yards. Probably playing about 19 yards. Alright, I've got a question there from Mark. I haven't actually seen Mark in the stream right up to this point. So he's asking, how do you put all the yardage details in the top right? Now, I'll show you this, guys. I'll show you it while we're in the round, actually. So if you go into your options, and you go over to your settings, and you go to display and HUD, and you come all the way back down to the bottom. This one here where it says distance info, if you change that from on marker to in HUD, it will then move from the marker that's on the green into the top right hand corner. Okay? My only problem is that when I'm live streaming like this and the guys, you know, when somebody joins the stream or when the live chat goes, you know, somebody actually posts a message in the live chat, it covers up the yardage, so I have to be a little bit patient, wait for that to move away before I can actually see what the yardage is. That didn't turn. I did push it to the right at the end, so that is going to be another par. A solid start, but on a par 5, as I know, it's right. I'm going to read this because this is an interesting question. Tim, you mentioned a few times about trolls on your stream, saying you cheat when you play this game. I have a question for those trolls. How do you cheat in a video game? It's impossible. It's not impossible. Nobody's ever accused me of cheating, Ronald. You can cheat with a modded controller, so you can lock the axis on the controllers with certain controllers, not all controllers. In the Golf Club 2, you used to be able to plug a keyboard in, and if you touched the spacebar, it used to do a 100% dead straight shot every single time. There are other ways to do it. You can put something either side of your control stick to get it to swing straight. There are a number of ways of doing it, and somebody will always try and find a way to cheat. I've never been a cheater. I maintain that it's not in anybody's benefit to cheat, because what are you really ever going to gain from it? You know, there's no financial reward for cheating on a game like this, so you know, what's the point really? That's a better strike. Michael Batty says, finally figured out a swing for work that works for me. Took 8 days. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's all about perseverance, and I'm glad to hear that, Michael. It is all about perseverance. Can anyone join your society? You most definitely can. There are 3 versions of our society running. There is the one on the PS4, TGCA, just search for it. It's an open society. There's also TGCA Xbox, and there is also TGCA PC, which is, they're all run by independent people. Michael Peters Eben, that's in here, he runs the Xbox one, and then Ronald Rankin, who I don't think is in the chat at the moment, he runs the PC one. So feel free to join any of those depending on the platform that you play on. Alright, hit the flag, didn't get the eagle, but we should be able to drop this for the birdie. It is a par 4. We are under par. Nowhere near the top of the leaderboard. Where are we at the moment? Let's have a cheeky little look. 1 under through 3, currently tied 41st. Keith Dunn 10 under through 13, and Andy Boxer Dog 10 under through 10, Andy. Wow. Alright, 139 yards, probably playing 146. A little bit fast on the backswing, but we should be good here. Alright, 2 under. Let's keep the birdies going. Tied 38. We're on our way up the leaderboard. 422. Short par 4. Skinny little bit of a fairway there. A little bit fast on the backswing again. I'm just conscious of the fact that I've been hitting slows, so I am pulling the stick back a little bit too fast. but they are straight, so that's the main thing. Right, 121 to the flag. Sorry, 123 to the flag, so that should be bang on the yardage. Pushed it a little at the end. Alright, that's 3 birdies on the bounce, so we are moving now. Tied 28th, alright, so we're up into the top 30. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going. We've got Benny Moto. I think Benny's in the stream right now. Benny Moto at 6 under par. That's what we're aiming for right now. Once again, it's given me that 4 hybrid. Let's get the driver out. Okay, so I've just hit a slow there. That was not a great shot. So I'm just waiting for Phil to come in. Phil's going to probably do a little bit of talking when he comes into the stream. I'll continue to play while he's talking. If he's still in the chat right now, Phil, if you could just give me an idea when you're going to be coming into the stream. No, Timo, we've only just started, buddy, so you're bang on time. Bang on time. Oh, no! Really got to get those very slows out of the system. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. The funny thing is I cannot figure out what I'm doing wrong at the moment. I'm not playing particularly badly, but it takes me a little while. I should have warmed up. I should have done what Lee does and jump on the driving range for 45 minutes, which is what Lee says he does. I just ain't got the time to spend 45 minutes on the driving range. Alright, 15-20 minutes Phil's going to be on, so that is going to be probably about the time that I finish up this round, which will be nice. That's a better swing. Right, is this a par 4? It is a par 4. 118, playing 121 into a slight headwind. So I think that is going to be bang on the money, that yardage. It's whether I can hit this straight. Hey guys, just in, soaking wet and starving. Alright Lee, you get yourself sorted out, buddy. You got plenty of time, fella. I've hit a fast slow there, and that is not good. Man, I am not swinging well at all tonight. It's always the approach shots. Right. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can get moving. Dropping back down that leaderboard now. 13 under 317. Crazy scores. Crazy scores. Right, 168, 43. 14, 182. That's a better swing. I think it's going to be a bit long. Yeah, a little bit long. Yeah, my short game, as in the chipping around the green, is the only thing that's keeping me alive at the minute. Everything else is just rubbish. Those 120-yard pitch shots into the green. Oh, you're kidding me. Sorry, those 120-yard shots into the green are the ones that I should be dialing right in. And I would imagine that's where the guys are actually picking up their birdies. You know, the likes of Keith and Andy and Stephen that are all sitting there at the top of the leaderboard. Those are the guys that are really must be properly dialed into that those pins on those approach shots, so that it's leaving them sort of 3-4 foot putts for birdie. That was not a driver. I don't know what I had in my hand there. That was not a driver. See there, that's exactly the shot that I should be getting nice and close. But that time, I've gone polar opposite and I've gone slow. So it's back to me trying to resort to getting the chip shot close in order to save myself. That's going to come up a little shy. I can assure you, at tie 36, I'm not particularly enjoying playing in the Society event, Lee. I'm on the back nine and I'm way off the pace. Way off the pace. Have you seen some of these scores? Some of these guys are playing out of their skin, man. I don't know whether I should be trying this, but who cares? That is terrible. That's in all sorts of trouble. It is a par 5, so I do have a chance to get out of here, but it hit the tree. Right, that could be wet. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that shot. Alright, I'm going to struggle to get par. I am going to struggle to get par here. Really having a shocking round. I made a par. You know what? I have scraped through 10 holes without dropping a shot. It is just crazy how bad I'm playing at the moment. There's another slow. It is just outside the arrow, but oh, sorry, just outside that blue box, but unbelievable. I hadn't noticed that, Mark. Thanks for pointing that out, buddy. I haven't dropped a shot yet, so that's always the bonus for me. Not playing particularly well. I'm probably back into the. I was going to say probably back into the 40s, tie 38. So it's not too bad. Not too bad. I really need to iron out these fasts and slows. I should be able to. Let's have a quick look at the overhead here. See if there's any place I can make some yardage. Doesn't look like it really. Right, I've got no problems at all with the line. It's just that pace on that downswing. It's just a little too slow. It took me a little while to get into it the other night when I was playing with Lee. I'm hoping that by the second round I can sort it out a little bit. There's another slow. It is nice and straight, but it's slow, and I'm good at, you know, struggling around the green again. Right, let's try the flop shot. Not sure what this is going to come out like, but here we go. I'll take that. Yeah, my Jobei, my swing is pretty awful at the moment. So I can sympathise with you, buddy. Yay! There's a perfect on the old downswing. Fast on the backswing, only 95% power, but I was really conscious of the fact that I've been hitting slows on the downswing. Par 5, 254, 267. Let's loft this up a little bit. Another slow. Ah, oh, come on. Look how close that is to being in that blue line. It is like millimeters. Just not doing very well at all this round. I do apologise for this, guys. I have not showered myself in glory on this round. I'll take that though. 16 under, Andy. Holy cow. I can answer that, Benny. No, you wouldn't have got an email, but you'll find out tonight, mate. You will find out everything you need to know tonight. Thanks, guys. Do appreciate that. It is nice to hit a decent shot. I didn't think it was going to get to the hole to start with. That's why I wasn't getting too excited. Two decent shots. See, those are the shots that the guys at the top of the leaderboard must be hitting. Because that leaves 3 feet for the putt, a 3-foot putt to pick up the birdie. And those ones you can do in your sleep. But, man, they're a bit few and far between at the moment. Alright, 6 under par. Hole number 14. I wouldn't get too close, Jakey. I wouldn't get too carried away. Cooking. I've hit 2 decent perfects, but it could all go completely pear-shaped. Don't worry. See what I mean? And that could be in trouble. Ron, I am very much liking this year's game. It is really, really nice. Holy cow. I don't think I've got enough to get out of there. I'm going to have to play... This is going to be an interesting shot, guys. And I don't think many of you would have seen this shot before. So... a flop shot, the longest flop you've got in this is a 35 yards pitching wedge flop shot. That one there. You've then got pitch shots, but I think the trajectory of the pitch shot is not going to get out of there. So I'm going to try a 50% lob wedge normal shot. This could go horribly wrong. I do very much recognise that. But let's see what happens. That's not too bad. 75% power. I can do the trick shots, I can't hit the normal shots. I can't believe I managed to squirm a birdie out of that one. Alright, 604 yard par 5. Got driver in hand, which is the main thing. Right, 316 yards. Yeah, I was going to say 600 yards. This is definitely going to be not one where we're going for the green in 2. Let's have a quick look down here. A little bit slow. That's going to be bunker bound, I think. Not quite. It's not too bad. Let's see if we can get this close. Right, 37 yards to the pin. I might try a cheeky little 35 flop here. Take a bit off of it. No, that was terrible. But it's got a good roll out. Very slow. Very slow. Wow. Good thing the putter's on fire again tonight. I've scratched my way to an 8 under par. Let's be honest, I've scratched my way. Definitely not showering myself in glory here tonight. Right, 237, 227 playing. Let's loft this hybrid up. That's a better shot. It's going to get over the slope. Come on, keep running. Keep running. I'll take that. That was 95% power as well. This is what is commonly called as a dirty round of golf, guys. No drop shots. Very wayward. Horrible swinging. But no bogeys, and I've managed to scrape a 9 under par through 17 holes. It is a very, very dirty round of golf. And if anybody out there is looking for any hints and tips, do not look at this round. Do not look at this round. It is ugly. Jamie Stevens, sup guys, hey Tim, good job on not fast forwarding. I have done it, I have been, you know, it has been brought to my attention that I did it a lot in a particular video. And I have tried consciously to keep my thumb off that button. So, yeah, thanks for that. Any news on the first major patch to sort the bugs we spoke about? Yeah, I don't know anything about the patches at the moment. Right, this is a excuse me, got a frog in my throat. Yeah, my hole in one I did fast forward. Well, that's playing about 170 yards. Ah, just when I didn't want to hit a slow. Is my putting going to get me out of jail again? Let's have a look. It's going to be about 20 feet. Waiting on your invite. Okay, Phil, let me just get this putt in. Let me just get this round in the bag, and then I will send you an invite, buddy. Let's just finish off this. Oh, what a dirty round of golf. That's a birdie. That is 10 under par, guys. 10 under par, and I cannot believe, I can't tell you how I got 10 under par, because that was not a pretty round of golf. Tied for 11th, just outside the top 10. I am pleased with that, considering how poorly I played. Let's get Phil into the chat. As you can see, guys, I haven't played a lot of rounds. I'm not even level 8 yet. Somebody in the Lee's Facebook page said they were level 17 already. It's like, how many rounds do you have to stick in to get to level 17? Bear with me a second, guys. I'm just going to invite Phil in. There he is. Let's just get him in here. Alright, invite sent, guys. Invite sent. I'm on my way back to the game. Let's press advance. Just waiting for Phil to jump in here. There's Andy. Look at that gear that he's got on. He's played a lot of golf. Okay, so he's 29 under. He shot 56 on his second round. Look at that. Wow. Alright, Phil's in.
Tim.
Hey, Phil. How's it going?
Alright, mate. Alright. Bloody busy day.
As always, mate. As always.
Oh, let's get myself sorted.
Yeah, get yourself comfortable. Get yourself sorted.
As always.
I'm going to back out of this. What I might do is... okay, let me just tell you exactly what's going to happen now, guys. Is the series of events that are going to take place now is a couple of things. I'm gonna continue with my second round in this Ocean of Memories tournament, this pre-season tournament. Phil's going to go through, and feel free to carry on as long as you want. Phil's going to go through the rules, the dates, the musts and the must-nots for the Super Sixes. We now have all slots filled for the Super Sixes. Thereafter, we should have Lee with us, and then we're going to do a live draw of the Super Sixes to decide who goes into what groups, because we're going to have 2 groups, but Phil will explain all this to you in a minute. Who's going to go into whose groups, and who's playing who first in the first round. So that's going to happen. Then we're going to do an announcement of a new event that we're going to be running, and this was inspired by somebody that put a message in Facebook a little bit earlier today, and it's something that I thought was a good idea. I elaborated on that, and I mentioned it to Phil, and he said, sounds great, let's do it. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is something that nobody knows anything about, because I haven't even mentioned it to Phil and Lee, but I will mention it at the end of the stream. So I'll leave it to you, Phil, and I'll carry on, buddy.
Well, no worries. Wicked, thank you very much. So, just catching up on your chat, Tim, for those that said hi, Phil. Hi back to you guys. Firstly, a massive thank you for those that took their time to register for the TPC Super Sixes. I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic event for what's coming up your way. So just want to go over some of the rules quickly before I get on to dates and groups, etc, etc. So firstly and mostly, as always, a standard rule for any of my societies when it comes to special events, all players must be a member of the TGA Society. That is rule number 1. He's getting some loud feedback from Phil's mic. Yeah, I do have some mic issues, just let me check that. Is that any better for you guys? Especially Bart Hamilton, he seems to be the only one that's put a comment on there. Just wait for some comments to come in the chat that's okay. Tom B sounds fine. Perfect. Wicked. Okay, so yeah, as a standard rule number 1, all players must be... He's put no, that's fine, Bart, no worries. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, might just have to turn your end down a bit. Could be somewhere your end, mate, but no, it's all good, it's all good. So yeah, all players must be a member of the TGA Society. Once I've got the PSN names and stuff, I will just definitely go into the TGCA Society and just make sure that you are a society member, just so we can get that clarification. Rule number 2, we will be playing over the 6 TPC courses. 5 of those are going to be pushed into the league, and the advanced winners will be those who finish top. So it's only going to be one winner from each group will advance to the final to play each other. So you must come off with a firecracker to get your wins under the belt. Once the TPC courses are selected, they'll be locked in. Once I give you the first of those TPC courses we'll be playing on, there is to be no practice played on that course whatsoever from the competitors. No practice. Anybody who is caught or seen to be practicing on that course will unfortunately result in that team being excluded from that particular round, so it will cost you points. I must stress that clearly. No practice to be played on the current TPC course that everybody be playing on.
Fill your boots up until that point, though. So get practicing on the TPC courses before Phil mentions the dates. But obviously, he's going to mention the dates in a minute. So
the society, Ron, is called TGCA. Just TGCA, and you will find that. Okay, so let's go on to number 2. As you all know by now, Martin Dixon is part of the TGCA admin crew. He's not playing as part of the TGCA Super Sixes event, so he is going to be the marker of the scorecards. So what you must do after you've completed your round on that TPC scorecard, whether it's one of your team players or all, doesn't make a difference, all scorecards are to be screenshot and sent to Martin Dixon. His PSN is Stan with what's that word called, Tim? Is it underscore?
Yeah, underscore. Do you want to just type it in the chat?
No worries. Which is Stan _Andrews. I'll just type that for you now. UK.
Martin can type it in. If you're still there, just type
there you
PSN.
Go, I've done it. I've done it. So it's Standrews UK. So what you need to do, those that are competing in the TPC Super Sixes, you need to add Standrews UK to your friends lists. Once your round is complete, you need to send your scorecards to Standrews UK, and he will have that for validation purposes. And what he will do, he will then send those scorecards on to Tim, which is 58 degrees, and then Tim will add the scores into the website. Please do stop me if you get confused, and I can repeat any of the rules as I go along. I'll just wait for some of those guys to ingest that information, Tim, for a bit.
That's fine, mate. No, I'm just playing my round, so you just fill your boots, mate.
So just remember, all scorecards are to be screenshotted and sent over to Standrews UK, which is Martin Dixon, for validation purposes. Thirdly, or I should say fourthly, the next rule that I have in place is once the rounds go live on any Pacific TPC course, you have 3 days. That's 3 days to get your partners together, to get your team together, to get your opponents together. You have 3 days to complete that round. Failure to complete that round within 3 days will result in a disqualification on the team that doesn't seem to be participating in a friendly manner. 3 days you have to get that round in.
So that is 3 days to get you and your partner to decide with the opposing team when it's a suitable time for you to actually
Yeah,
play
3 days.
And obviously you're going to have to get together and play it live because it's an alt shot tournament, so you can't play ghost balls.
Technically, you could possibly have 4 days because we'll always announce the event again 24 hours before it goes live. So there's no reason why rounds shouldn't be completed within that time frame. The next one, for those that are within the competition, I will have a PSN group chat page set up within the PSN messages. It will be displayed under TPC Super 6s for those, so I will invite all you guys over to that chat, and you can keep an eye on what's going in the competition. For those that want to familiarise themselves with some of the rules, just ask away. Me and the admins can always put that in there for you guys. So again, a group chat will be created for those that are within the competition. Again, if you can just send all your PSN names over to myself, which is Enforcer3891, again I can accept those friend requests and then add you into the PSN group chat for you guys. And can we keep the chat clean and strictly to the TPC event only? I certainly don't want to hear no slander, no hate, and certainly no abuse.
No, we're going to have enough of that with the Ryder Company in a moment.
Yes, exactly. We're certainly going to have a zero tolerance for that. I don't mind a bit of banter by all means, but we'll make sure it doesn't get too out of hand. So, like I said, there'll be 2 groups. There'll be 1 winner advancing from each of that group, and you'll all play each other once over those 5 courses. Now, for those who want dates and the round that these courses are coming in at, you need to get yourself a pen and paper handy because they're coming in about 2 minutes. And I'm sure Tim will just watch the stream over again to get the dates that he needs anyway.
Yeah, either that or you can just email them to me.
You are that as well. You know. Ron's but I'm Xbox. Do check out Xbox. Michael Peters, he's in the chat. I'm not sure if he is running the TPC Super 6s. I think he is. He also's got the TGCA Society to match along with the PS4 version. So if that's something you need, or he's looking for players, do speak to him in the chat. He is there. And Bart, yes, absolutely, there are too many trolls, mate. There's, they should go find a life. He's put a maybe get laid. Now that's asking for them to have a bit too much fun. Right, okay, so dates. So we will start with, I can never pronounce this one, we will start with TPC Deer Run, if that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah, it is.
And that will be the first TPC course that you guys will play. And that goes live Monday the 10th, and that will finish Wednesday night the 12th. So that's TPC Deer Run. Will be the first of the TPC courses played Monday the 10th to Wednesday the 12th.
So that means, just to clarify, sorry Phil to interject.
No, that's fine.
You cannot now play TPC Deer Run. Okay? From right now, because that's been announced, you cannot practice on TPC Deer Run.
Brilliant, thank you for that. You will play off the furthest tees. That is the furthest tees, and you'll be playing pin set number 1. And you'll be playing the default settings. So just to make sure there's no confusion and no teams get it wrong, you will be playing off of default settings. Just make sure that the guys got that. So if some of the guys can just pop in the chat that they're happy with that one. Unfortunately, we have to play it strict. If it's one of your events within your career, I mean, I can't say that, you know, you're not allowed to play your career, but unfortunately, if it's one of those that does pop up into your career, then you're just going to have to work around it and try and not play it. Okay, so I can't have any advantage going to any player or any team. So that's TPC Deer Run is the first round, no practice as of now. Your second round will be Thursday the 13th to Saturday the 15th, and that will be played at TPC Summerlin. So that's the second round at TPC Summerlin, Thursday the 13th to Saturday the 15th. Cool. The third round will be Sunday the 16th till Tuesday the 18th at TPC Southwind. Again, for these courses, you're playing the furthest tees, pin set 1, default settings. So that's TPC Southwind is the third round, Sunday the 16th to Tuesday the 18th.
And you've all had loads of practice on that because that was the first pre-season event.
The fourth round is Wednesday the 19th to Friday the 21st. TPC Scottsdale.
Nice.
Again, furthest tees, pin set 1, default settings. Excuse me for that if you heard that. The fifth round will be played between Sunday the 23rd and Tuesday the 25th at TPC Boston. Again, furthest tees, pin set 1, default settings. Tommy's put, I heard that fart. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Mate, that's in my stream. You can't be tainting my stream with fartage.
Wow, it's in your comments as well, mate, so you got it from all angles. Then the finals will be played, from those that advance, will be played at TPC Sawgrass. And again, that will need to be played between, I've got down here, Wednesday the 26th to Friday the 28th. But that can be changed if need be.
That's the Ryder Cup weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it can be changed if need be. However, for those that do get to the final, don't think you got it easy. You will be playing off furthest tees. You'll be playing on championship course settings, pin set 4.
Brutal. I don't have to worry.
So again,
I ain't going to be there.
Furthest tees, the course play will be set to championship style, pin set 4. So there we go, guys. That's that's my bit. If there's any questions you need to fire my way, feel free to, and I'm pretty sure between myself and Tim we can get some answers thrown your way. Or if you're happy with that, just stick a thumbs up for me in the chat.
Yeah, this is your opportunity to get the questions into the chat, guys. So I've got 9 holes to play here, and if you want to fire away questions, then feel free to do that.
But just remember, guys, because I don't want to have to be the bad guy and ban anybody from the from that Pacific event round. Remember, we do start with TPC at Deering, and we do not have no practice for those that are entered into the competition.
It's fair, same rule for everybody, mate, or everybody. So
Yeah.
you know, just
You
it is what it is.
Feel free to get your playing partners together, have some practice rounds together, taking on other teams in old shot just to get a feel of that. If you want to do team colours, I have no obligations with that. You crack on. I've got mine set in with my partner. So yes, if it's team colours you want something to do, then feel free to do that. But the only issue I do have is no practice when it comes to that Pacific course.
There's a question in
So
there.
Benny's put only on Deer Run, correct? Only on Deering. Only on the Deering. And then of course when we move on to TPC Summerlin, the same rules apply. No practice to be played on TPC Summerlin. So on and so on and so on. But again, with the group chat, guys, I will be putting that in the group chats for you. So for those that do get a bit confused, it will be in the chat as well. But at the moment, all the other TPC courses you can play on. The only one that is banned is TPC Deering.
Deer Run.
Or Deer Run. Deering, Deer Run. I'm not fussed.
Potato, potato.
That's it. You got it. You know.
Yeah. So
tomato, tomato.
yeah, just to add on to what Phil was saying before those questions came in. I think for those of you that are going to be live streaming, which I'm sure there are going to be some of you that are live streaming, I think it would be nice if you guys did take some time to get to speak to your partner and decide on matching outfits or complementary outfits or whatever you want to call it, because obviously people are going to be watching your live streams. They're going to be seeing your outfits. They're going to be seeing your competitors' outfits, because Alt-Shot is always played on a turn-based basis. So it would be good to do that. We're not saying you have to, and we're also not saying you have to live stream. You know, it's not part of the stipulations. It's not in the rules. You don't have to live stream. But we know that there are people out there that are playing. Like, for example, Phil. He'll be doing his. So whoever Phil's playing against, we'll be able to see them in there. Lee and I, we're on the same team. So we're going to be streaming ours, no doubt. And I'm pretty sure there are other people in there that are also going to live stream it. So for anybody that wants to try live streaming, it's a perfect opportunity. You don't have to talk.
No, you don't have to talk at all. You can just play your game. Or, for those that don't want to live stream with that pressure of playing live, you can always pre-record your gameplay as you're playing, and you can always upload it to your YouTube channel at a later date.
Absolutely bob on. Spot on there, Phil. Yeah, live streaming is quite daunting because there's quite a lot to do whilst you're actually live streaming. I mean, luckily enough, I've got Phil in here to do this stuff while I'm playing. Oh no, Timo, what's going on, man? Ah, dear. Okay, well, we're gonna put your team in. It's up to you, Timo. Between now and Monday, you need to find another partner, mate. He's saying his partner's on holiday for the first 3 events. So
yeah, I can see it.
Yeah,
I can see it.
Yeah, you need to find. It's up to you. You need to find another partner. Otherwise, you're going to sacrifice your spot, Timo. Okay, all right. Lee's not going to make this, so we're going to do the draw. Let me just finish this round. Yeah, it's yeah. So you're under no obligation to live stream. You're under no obligation to record. I think it would just make for a better spectacle. What we do want to say though is that if you do make it to the final, it would be great if you could do a live stream, because I think people would want to see the live stream. You know, it's difficult. You know, if we're not in the final, for example, it would be difficult for us to live stream. But we appreciate the fact that somebody else might not want to do it. But it would be great from a visual perspective if the people that got to the final, at least one person from those from that 4-ball, would live stream it or record it. Doesn't have to be live streamed. Any more questions come out there?
So that's it from me. Yeah, Timo, don't be sorry, mate. It's completely out of your hands. I'm pretty sure that sub to play alongside you.
Yeah, somebody's going to come up trumps, mate. And I would imagine, if there's anybody out there right now in the live stream that's watching, that wants to, that's on the PS4, that wants to join Timo as a partner, stick your hand up, mate. I'm sure Timo will more than gladly be looking for a partner from anybody that's in the stream right now.
And don't be shy away. This is just a bit of fun and a bit of experience. Feel free to put your hands up.
Yeah, I mean that sort of hits the nail on the head for me, really. That it's, even though I've been playing this for a number of years, this, from the early access on the Golf Club 1 through Golf Club 2 to now 2019, as you guys can see that I am plugged in a bunker right now as I'm saying this, I am by no means the best player in this game. You can see that from the scoreboard. And I think for those people that are new to the game, I mean, I was having a chat with Spud earlier in his stream, and I know that Joe Bruce is a fairly early player. I don't think you guys should be worried, scared, afraid of letting somebody else down. And I have an event coming up that I'm going to mention a little bit later that is going to be absolutely tailor-made for these guys. So
Yes.
So don't be afraid to take it on. It is all about gaining experience. It's all about community. Nobody's going to judge you. Nobody's going to hate on you. We want you guys in here. We think it would be a great experience for you.
Absolutely, because what we're trying to do here with you guys is make sure the game's great and enjoyable, but we're trying to make it, we're trying to take it to that point where you can enjoy it even more. You get more out of it as well. And you get that experience in making friends and competing with them, having a laugh along the way. And like Tim says, the announcement that he's got with the next event after this is mind blowing. And can't remember who came up with it within the chat, but kudos to you, pal, because I would have never have thought of something like that. And it's just going to bring the community and those players even closer together. So that's me done. Like I say, we have got someone who's come in, Tim, and basically said if he can't find somebody, then he'll do it. But he's new to this, not sure how it works. That's Poet85. His ID he's written down in the comments as well. That's Chair. That's how do you pronounce that? Kahir85. No worries, mate. Like I say, Poet. Like I say, you'll be added to the PSN messages. Everything will be displayed on there. If you speak to Timo, I'm pretty sure he'll explain a few things. But all you need to do is just go out there and just give it your best, and that's all we ask. You give it your shot, and that's it. Nobody's going to judge you. We've all certainly started from the bottom of the ranks and worked our way up, and you've got to start from somewhere.
There's a few more questions in there, Phil, if you want to address those.
Let's have a look. My alt shot record is terrible. With the round dates and courses, will the round dates and courses be on the website? Yes. Once I get those sent over to Tim, all the dates and the courses and the rounds will be on the website for you to check out.
Yeah, so currently the website is still on the Super Sixes page. It's still top loaded with the registration form, so that will be replaced by the rules that Phil just went through, and also with all the dates and the courses, the pin sets, and the tee boxes. So if you guys haven't written any of this down and you want to refer to it, you'll be able to see that. And what I'll do is I'll actually mention on the website which course is currently locked, so that you guys don't practice on that particular course.
Yeah. Poets put, do you lads play on TGC tours? The only one that has out of us four is myself. I made it to the World Tour, but it got so toxic in there with some of the players. and these are fully grown men, by the way, so toxic that it's a part of that game that becomes completely unenjoyable.
I used to play on the European tour, and then I dropped down to the Challenge circuit, and I actually do have an event win to my name. So, but then
Nice.
I stopped playing.
I didn't know you did that, Tim.
Yeah. I played on the
There you go.
European, then dropped down to I think it was Challenge A.
Alright, okay. So Bart Hamilton's put, will we be able to watch the streams though? If the guys upload them and we play live, 100% you'll be able to watch those. What you'd need to do, Bart, for me, just in case you haven't already, is go onto Facebook if you have that option available to yourself. Not everybody does. And follow early 1981 and then in brackets YouTube. Anything to do with the TGCA Society will be on there, and I'm pretty sure if I ask the guys that do stream or record, if they just pop their YouTube name in that channel and just say, look, TPC Super 6 this round particular is live or uploaded, you can follow that stream, mate. Tom P's just put, I just want to say a big shout out to you on the lads for your time and effort putting this together, everyone, thank you. No, it's certainly our pleasure.
The draw's going to be... Sorry, Benny, the draw's going to be after I finish this round, so I don't know if you want to stick around. The draw's going to be... As soon as I'm finished this round, I'm on hole 15, so if you want to stick around, we will do the draw right after this. Phil, what I need you to do is I need you to grab 12 bits of paper with a number 1 to 12 on each.
Okay.
Well, not on each, 1 to 12. You'll struggle to fit 1 to 12 on each bit of paper, but yeah, 1 to 12 on individual bits of paper.
No worries, I'll get that done for you now.
Because we are going to do this totally random. Phil and I are not sitting in the same place, and I think we need to do it a little bit like an FA Cup draw, just to make it as fair as possible. And I am farming in the rough again. Get up. Thank you.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do quickly there, Tim, just to make it a bit interesting. I'm just going to get Spud to join me. So Spud, you're in the chat, mate, come and join me. You're going to select these numbers at random and then I shall read them out.
Cool.
Benefits of having a brother-in-law living with you, eh?
Oh, is that your brother-in-law?
Yeah, it is, mate.
Ah, I didn't know that.
We don't mess about.
I did not know that. He's a
Just need to
Scouser,
turn
isn't
the
he?
volume down for me. Yeah, I can't bring myself to say that word, but yeah, he sure is one of those Liverpool human beings.
He's a Liverpudlian. Let's
A Liverpudlian, I love it.
not a Lilliputian. He's a Liverpudlian, or a Scouser for short.
Right.
Hole number 16. I'm on my way.
No
I'm
worries.
nearly done.
Got the first 6 written out already. Just want to say good luck to you all in the draw. I hope it works out for you.
So the way the draw is going to work is we're going to choose numbers, and those numbers will be the team number that you will be. Obviously, I've assigned numbers to the team on my spreadsheet that I've got in front of me. They're going to read out the number. That will be team number 1 in group number 1, and then we'll do team number 1 in group number 2. We'll go all the way through, so we've got 6 teams in each group, and then I'll tell you who's playing who in round number 1.
So it's a good job I can count to 12, isn't it, Tim?
I've just hit a very slow on a pitch shot. How could you hit a pitch shot very slow? So the poet's saying he finished minus 25 for the 2 rounds. That's incredible.
Wow, that is really good.
I'm just getting to the end of my second round now. You know what? I haven't even looked at my score, so I don't know what I'm on at the moment. I'm on hole number 16, and I'm currently...
So, Poet, are you the leader then? Are you the leader with minus 25?
No.
I think anything bigger than that is going to be...
The leader at the moment is Boxer Dog on minus 29. Kahir 85 is...
Minus 29, you are kidding me.
Is fifth at minus 25. Boxer Dog, that's Andy Hollis at minus 29. Keith Dunn, minus 28. Benny Moto from Germany, minus 26. Bay Area Winners, minus 26. Kahir 85, minus 25. Stephen North, minus 24. So, yeah, there's some decent scores. Decent scores.
Wicked.
I mean, I'm 19 under par at the moment. And I thought that was pretty good shooting.
Yeah.
You haven't even played this yet, Phil?
No, I shall be streaming my live rounds tomorrow at some point throughout the day. So do look forward to that and come out and hang around with me for those 2 rounds. Right, my numbers are ready to go.
I use pro clubs. No, there is absolutely no stipulations on clubs.
No restrictions.
We think that would be grossly unfair, and we've decided that that's not the case.
I'm glad you've mentioned that, because another way I want to keep it fair for you guys, I just must stipulate another rule. So thank you very much, Poet, for mentioning that. No shot previews to be used for those that do use the lower clubs, and that's to keep it fair. No shot previews to be used.
Alright, I'm just about to hit the final hole. I am now 20 under par for the 2 rounds. Won't be much longer, Phil.
Yes, Bar, I will definitely be streaming my TPC Super 6s on YouTube, the same as Tim and the same as Lee. So that is 58 degrees for Tim, obviously you know that's in his channel. Enforcer 3891 for myself, and early 1981 for Lee. So that's the 3 that I know of. We will definitely be streaming our rounds. So if you haven't already yet subscribed, do subscribe, and if you hit the little bell on the left hand side of that, you'll get a notification when we do go live, and that way you won't miss a thing.
Shreeb Schreiber, what does the winner get? Bragging rights or actual money? You know what? If we were in a position to actually have sponsorship, I would more than gladly give real money away for this, but unfortunately we're not, so it is just bragging rights. If anybody is out there that does want to sponsor this tournament, we'd be happy to give your company a good shout out. And then we could offer some prize money.
Yep, absolutely. Steel Beans put, what is a shot preview? LOL, never used it. If you don't know, I'm certainly not going to mention how to use it in the chat to give those guys an advantage. You're going to have to figure that one out on your own.
Alright, I am literally putting here on 18, and then I'll be with you. And I am, yes, going to finish at 21 under par. So
what I will say is the winner of this event will be put into the TGCA Championships. You will secure your spot in the season finale of the TGCA Championships, and that will be played at the UAE Dubai Majlis course. So
nice.
That will be only open in the TGCA special events, but that society will come later on, and then you will be entered into that one Pacific event, and you'll have some big prize money of coins to play for in that one. Obviously it will be as you've earned your spot into that event, obviously there'll be no coin fee to play the round. Obviously there's no coin fee to enter that society, so you'll be playing for big bucks within the season finale of the TGCA Championships at Majlis.
Okay, so what's going to happen now is we're going to do the draw. Phil and Spud are going to be reading out a number, or Spud's going to be choosing a number, Phil's going to be reading it out. I'm then going to be saying the name of the team, the name of the players that are in the team, and what slot they're going to be taking in each group. All right, so if we want to get started.
So if this is the UEFA like style draw, can I try and do this in French?
No, because it's like an FA Cup draw and they don't talk French.
Right, go on, Spud, pick the first number for me, mate. Pick the first one. So here we go. The first number coming out is number 5.
Number 5 is Golfy McGolfface, and that is Colm Condon. His PSN name is Colm13, and Keith Dunn.
Golfy Mac Golfface.
Yeah, I'm putting it into the thing at the same time. So
no worries.
Okay, so they are team number 1 in group number 1. All right, next number, please.
Next number. We have number 1.
Number 1 is the Alliance. That is Benjamin Lehman, Benimoto, and Andy Hollis, Boxer Dog. They are team number 1 in group number 2.
And that's the Alliance.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay, the next number to come out is... Just wait on Spud. We have number 4.
Number 4 is the last team that joined. It is the new duo. And that is Brian Ram and Paula Creamer. And they are team number 2 in group number 1.
The next number coming out is... Oh, you're a bit slow at this, aren't you, mate? Number 6.
Number 6 is Tartan and Tweed, and that is myself, 58 Degree, and Lee Walker, early 1981.
Ooh.
We are team number 2 in group number 2.
There we go. The team to beat, I would say, at the moment. Okay. The next number I have out is number 8. Number 8.
Number 8 is Left Under Par, and that is Jamie Stevens, that's Lefty Leon, and Aaron Epperson, underscope 147 minus.
Brilliant.
They are team number 3, group number 1.
Okay, the 6th number to come out is number 7.
Number 7 is Red Arrows, and that is Peter Nash, Killer Shot 85, and Phil Nash, Enforcer 3891. So that is group number 2, team number 3.
Wow. Martin's put only want one number for a full house. There's always one.
Saw that, yeah.
Always one. Okay, the next number out is number 12.
Number 12 is the Dutch Destroyers. That is Danny, who we commonly know as Steel Bean, and Dennis, who we know as Y Money.
The next number out is number 10.
Number 12 is Bavarian Lions, and that
I
is...
said number 10.
Huh? Yeah, number 10.
I said the next... Yeah, number 10.
Yeah.
You said number 12.
Sorry, number 10. Bavarian Lions. That is Timo Cool, Panda 73, and Gilbert Kalb. But we know Gilbert can no longer make it, so Timo's playing partner is yet to be decided.
Bossman UK's put Group 2, Group of Death. Okay, the next number out is number 11.
Number 11 is Shrek and the Vicar, and that is Nigel Bowles, Shrek 4475, and Paul Vicar, Vickers, who is the Vicious Vicar. Steel Bean, you
Steel
are
Bean,
in
group number 1.
Yeah, group number 1.
The next number out is number 9.
Number 9 is Random Chance. That's Leon Taylor, Leon T81, and Athers Phillips, Athers 23500. We should have 2 more numbers here.
We have got 2 left to go. Number 2.
Number 2 is Left Coast Bias. That's Benny Griffey and Keith Putnam, who is we commonly known as Bay Area Winners.
There we go. And then last but least, just to confirm, the last number is number 3.
Number 3 is the Lucky 2. That's Connor Bodman, Bodders 96, and Tony Cowdell, who's TC Dynamos. All right.
And that concludes the draw.
So that's the draw. So just to tell you what the matchups are in Group 1, Round 1. We have Golfy McGolfface versus the new duo. Left Under Par versus Left Coast Biased. That's all the lefties there. The Dutch Destroyers versus Shrek and the Vicar. In Group 2, round number 1, we have the Alliance versus Tartan and Tweed. Red Arrows versus the Lucky 2. And Bavarian Lions versus Random Chance. Okay, that will go up on the website, all the groups. You'll probably see on the website, on the actual feature events page for the Super Sixes, the infrastructure is all there. I just need to fill in the blanks now. So, can we submit a name change after further deliberation? If not, no worries. What do we say? What do we say, Phil?
That's fine. As long as I get the PSN names and the team names all sent over before Monday, that would be great. That would be
Cool.
great. But I would definitely say I do need that before the weekend.
Cool. All right. Couple of bits of other business. The event that was mentioned in the Facebook page, Lee's Facebook page, somebody actually put in there that wouldn't it be a good idea if there was a pro-am? And I gave it some thought, and I thought, you know what? The pro-am idea is a good idea, but I think in order to make it a good idea, we need to mix it up a little bit. So instead of it being just the bog standard pro-am, what we're going to do is we're going to do a combined score pro-am. So you're going to play in a 2-ball. We're going to have a more recognized player or a more experienced player playing with a beginner. The scores will be combined, and then whoever has the winning combined score will win the event. Now, the kicker on this one is that we are not going to be, as experienced players, we are not going to be choosing the beginners. The beginners are going to be approaching the more experienced players and asking them to play with them. So, if you're a beginner out there and you're new to the game, and when I say new to the game, new to TGC 2019, I think if you haven't picked the game up before, you are considered a beginner. If you're new and you're in the society and you've just picked up TGC 2019 and you want to get into this, much like Spud is, all right? And Spud said he wasn't feeling confident enough to play. What will happen now is if Spud wants to play in the Pro-Am, he'll go out there and he'll choose a more experienced player or approach a more experienced player, and they will partner up to play in this. So their combined score for the event, we'll choose the course, we'll choose the pin settings. You can play with whatever clubs you want to play with, but your combined score will put you into the leaderboard for the Pro-Am event. we were all beginners at one point, and zero games for me says just like asking a girl for a dance. Yeah, I will. This was an idea that was put onto the page today. As I said, I've just thought of this. I wanted to mention it to you guys just to say that we are not only considering the more experienced players when we're setting up society events, we are thinking about the beginners. I will set up some rules around this to say, if your handicap is not plus, then we can consider you to be either a beginner or a less experienced player. I don't think we can say that you are only starting to play on TGC 2019, because there may be people that just aren't particularly experienced at the game, or are struggling with the game, and they just want a helping hand. So it's up to those beginners or those less experienced players to have a look at what the rules are when I put the rules up on the site, and then go out there and find an experienced player to participate with. Okay, that is that order of business. The last order of business is, when I did mention before TGC 2019 that I was hoping to get a review code. Myself, Lee and Phil were hoping to get review codes. Unfortunately, we all know how shambolic the launch of the Golf Club 2019 was, and I don't think even HP Studios would be afraid to use that word to describe what went on prior to the release of the game. I was lucky enough to actually get a code. I wouldn't call it an early release code because I actually got it on the day, albeit it was a code for the PC. The good thing is that 2K Games were kind enough to actually send me a PS4 code after the fact. So even though I've already got the game and I laid out my hard-earned British pounds for this game on the PlayStation, I now have a code for the PS4. So what I would like to know from you guys is, do you know anybody that is interested in getting the game? Somebody that might be new that we can add to our community, add to our society, that I'm happy to give this code away, but I also would like to run some kind of competition in order to do that. It's £44.99 worth of code, and I'm happy to give it away to anybody that feels worthy of this, that doesn't have the game already, because it's pointless. I've got the game, but the code is useless to me. And I'm quite happy to do what I said in early streams on TGC2. I am going to give this code away. So I'm going to give it some thought. I wanted to throw it out there to see how many of you... I actually mentioned it on the Facebook page the other day, asking the question, how many people are actually out there that don't actually have the game on the PS4 yet? And there was only a couple of people that actually said, I've got a PS4, but I haven't picked the game up. I'm waiting for payday. I'm not getting it. I'm waiting for a hard copy. So I know that there are people out there. I'm not entirely sure whether they're watching in the stream right now, but I would put it on the Facebook page as well. And then I will think of some kind of a competition that we can run in order to win this code. All right, that was my last bit of business.
That's a great gesture. So yes, and then literally just the last bit from myself. Those again that are still struggling to get into the TGCA Society, those that are affected are those that I did accept through the invites. Again, I have contacted HP Studios. They have come back with an answer that the devs are working on it, so expect something to be updated on that in the patch. The only thing I can't give is a time frame of when that patch will come out. So like I say, I do apologise for those that can't play in the TGCA Society. However, it is just pre-season events that we are using at the moment. The official Society events within that calendar will launch once this patch has been fixed, so you guys don't miss a thing.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
That's it from myself.
Yeah, so that's 2 rounds of golf in the bag. All the rules for the Super Sixes. The draw's done. The mention of the Pro-Am, I'll get all of that information up on the website fairly shortly, and also give some thought to what we're going to do to give that code away. But keep your eyes peeled on the website. Keep your eyes peeled on Lee's Facebook page for the TGCA. And we shall have some more information for you in short notice. So, Timo, we're just waiting on you to find that replacement player. So if you could let me know either by direct message on PS4, or just drop it in a comment on my YouTube channel. But until next time, guys, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you, Martin, once again for moderating this for me. Thank you for joining me, Phil. Thank you for everybody. Yeah, thank you to everybody that joined in the live stream. Thank you for everybody that joined in the chat. If you're watching this after the fact and you want to drop some comments or ask some questions on the YouTube channel, then feel free to do so. If you're new to the channel, then hit that subscribe button. I have seen a couple of people subscribe whilst we're on the live stream. If you are subscribed to Tim Wilson UK and you're watching this now through 58 Degree and you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, then please feel free to do so. And I did also see some people saying they aren't getting notifications. So just make sure that little bell icon next to the subscribe button is highlighted and you should get notifications from YouTube. If you're unsure, uncheck it, check it again, just make sure it actually looks like it's switched on. But until next time, guys, I'm going to say goodbye.
Yeah, and it's a goodbye from me as well.
All right, take care, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye now.
Take care. Bye-bye.